Hi everyone, this is my video for what I did with my Cricut. This is just the process of how I did it for my Daily December using my Cricut. So I'm going to show you one of the projects. It's my main page. And I'm going to go in and show you how I created this little thing. So I'm a huge scrap lifter. I love to find ideas online and then try to somehow create them into my own. I found this on a YouTube channel and I can link the gal below. It was really amazing. She used a chipboard piece and then she stamped and fussy cut. Well, I have tons of stamps and I hate fussy cutting, so that was out for me. As well as I didn't have a chipboard piece and I really wanted to say something about Christmas. So I used my Cricut. So the first thing I did was I went over, and these are all images that are found within the image tab on Cricut. And what I did was I uploaded them and then I had to change the image from a basic cut to a standard print cut. I got some text and I like this maybe to mimic this. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, but this is my text. Right now it's set as a basic cut. As you can see, it's got a black line, so that indicates cut. I'm not going to change that just quite yet, only because if I go to do that, it's going to make it harder to find on my page. I don't use the lines. The grid, I usually do a white screen. It just kind of drives me crazy. So I'm going to do this in my circle. It's our family name, and I'm going to make it a curve text. So now that I have the words, I'm going to select curve with the curving tool, and then you just drag it to how you want it to look. You can go that way, you can go this way, however you want to make it into whatever shape. And there's my circle. So that looks good. Do I like that extra space in there? Maybe, we'll see. So right now it's just going to do. So I have what I want it to say. I'm going to size it to make it this big. I'm not going to cut it 6 by 5. This is just for designing. I do that. So I'm going to take my text and I'm going to turn my text into standard print and cut. So now the white is over the red. Now, right now, this is just laying over it. So if I attach it, it will attach it and turn the whole thing red. So I need to select this and click flatten. And I have this object that is already flattened. So I drag this back over. So now this is flattened, that is flattened. I select the two and I click attach. And now I have to reflatten. If I don't reflatten, it will literally cut out these white letters from the red circle. And this is a jagged font. I would not want to cut this font. So that's why I'm doing it as a print and cut. Is it perfectly even on there right now? No, it is not. But this is just for demo. I could use my line tool later and unattach and fix it. Now, the other thing I did was I took these letters. They were just a basic font called Follies, and I did it as a print and cut. These are not attached. So when these cut, they'll cut off as separate images, and I will glue them on. This, however, is a banner, and it's similar to the banner that I used down below, but this one happens to be in red. Now, I don't want it to be red. I want it to be black. So first I'm going to change the color. Now, right now, I'm going to drag this around and show you. If I arrange this in front, to the front, you'll see that this is just the outline of this shape, and it's literally going to cut this outline, but I want words to go in the middle. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate, and then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to select the contour, and I'm going to remove all the cut pieces. And what that does is it turns it into a solid piece. And then I'm going to turn the solid piece into white. And then, of course, I have to change it from a basic cut into a standard cut. This is now a basic cut to a standard print and cut. Uh-oh, I lost my image. Drag it over there so I can see it. And then this is going to go arrange, send to the front. On top of this, move that all the way. I'm going to select these two. I'm going to align these two so they're perfect. And I'm going to do a attach and then flatten. So now, when it's in front, I can add my text to that. And again, I'll use that same technique. And then all I got to do is print and cut, and I'm ready to go. That's one way that I use my Cricut in my album. The other way that I use my Cricut in my Daily December album is I have tons of projects. They just had the feature to add these folders in, so I just started reorganizing them. I've had my Cricut forever. I'll use it to make labels like this. These are images I have, and then I put backings behind them using the outline tool and flattened them, and I made stickers. I also used the digital kit to make the tags because I had a little bit of FOMO not buying the tags, so I did that. I also used the digital kit to from the last year to do the transparency in black because you can't print white. And then I have this that I ended up cutting on felt with my Cricut. I also made these labels in different sizes and I added text to them using the technique I just showed you. These are some of the things that we already have planned for the month, and I can simply write on these if I wanted, or I could just create more labels. And I made them in different sizes that are going to go in certain spots in my album on things I already did. So I use my Cricut a lot. But one other thing I can use for my Cricut is with my pattern papers is I did upload into Cricut. I purchased the pattern papers because I absolutely love these pattern papers. And rather than taking a paper punch to this and printing it off my printer, if I wanted to cut certain shapes out of this paper, I want the text to be of the right size. So let's say I really love hearts and I'm going to go through and find a heart. And I'm just going to use a basic one from this little shapes that are free and included in the subscription. So this one's measuring 2 by 1. And I can take this pattern paper and slice it so it becomes a pattern, and I've resized it. So now when it prints and cuts, I'm going to get the words like believe in there. Or I can also do things like, I really like this ho, 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 or merry and bright. So I can even do, like make the heart a little bigger and use it somewhere else and catch that piece just by dragging, clicking slice and removing it. So I have that. So now I have merry and bright, and then I can just shrink that down. But the text that way kind of fits the shape rather than having this 8 by 10 paper being just huge. I can also make a tag out of these if I wanted and kind of get that paper to mirror. So that's why I like using the digital products with Ali Edwards as well as the physical ones, because I can turn these beautiful papers into any type of shape I want. I can even make one of my ornament shapes and cut it out, especially these wonderful words or these little icons, this pattern. I have a lot of Ali Edwards uploaded in here. And it's nice because when you upload our images, they all come in as AE. So if I needed to search my uploaded, I can literally put AE and then it's going to give me a lot of my Ali Edwards stuff. More than that in there, but some of them I did change the names because I was trying to organize them. Like I uploaded the shapes in not only the print, but also in a solid piece. So if I don't want this heart to be black, I could again cut the shape out of one of the pattern papers and give me a different pattern. Like I love buffalo check, but maybe I wanted to use a different paper. Maybe I wanted the stripe paper. So I could use these shapes, and I could even upload a photo and then crop my photo into that shape and have Cricut print and cut the photo in the exact shape rather than trying to fussy cut it. So that's kind of one way that I use my Cricut when I'm working with Daily December. So I'm going to add another part of my video here in just a minute. I'm kind of new at doing videos, so just bear with me.